Okay, everyone. I figured I would make this video because I know there's been a lot of controversy surrounding this man. And I was originally not going to do it because, in some ways, it kind of is very hard for me. Because, over the years, I know I've seen a lot of things, so I know a lot of the clues are there, but my thoughts on Vince McMahon, um, in the whole situation. Like, my thoughts on that is Vince McMahon, for me, I've always had the hugest respect for. He has made wrestling what it is today. Without him, I wouldn't have the action figures, the games, everything that I had as a kid. But now, since I've grown up, and I still watch wrestling, and sometimes I still watch, like, the older stuff, but one of the things that has been just kind of coming around every single time I'm sometimes on the internet is the allegations of this man. And how I feel about him, since a lot of it has kind of piled up, is, for me, I just want to say fuck Vince McMahon. Honestly, anymore. I like. I mean, what is the What is the problem with today's world with, when it comes to all these, you know celebrities and all these, business people, and all this shit that they are, causing. You know, I mean, of course, over the years, I have, of course, because, I was still a child, so watching wrestling and seeing Vince, I never really, kind of understood half of it, I kind of just took it as much as what some of you probably seen it as is also, just him being the character, the evil chairman. But one of the things that's kind of now become a red flag, and as I think about it now, is the whole him being in these storylines with, at the time when it was all, when most of those storylines were happening, was a young Trish Stratus, a young Sable, and all that stuff. But yeah, nowadays, now it's like, the beginning, or like a few years ago, I did at one time want Vince McMahon to retire. I know a lot of people wanted Vince McMahon to retire because he's old and doesn't know how to run the WWE. But now it's kind of become so horrible with how, you know, Vince McMahon is now kind of turned into. Like, it's kind of now become kind of a thing where now it's like he's now going to be erased from mostly everything. You know, hell, the new game that's coming out with the showcase mode, the 40 years of WrestleMania. You know, I don't know how they're going to do that because, with the Austin and Rock match for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania 17, the same event that had, Vince McMahon helped Stone Cold to turn heel and all that stuff. And it also was the end of the Attitude Era. But now, since Vince McMahon, excuse me, has now become, embroiled with this whole thing, caused by him. Now he's been kind of erased from the game, and we don't really know how that match is now going to go or play out in the showcase mode. So, my thoughts on Vince McMahon is honestly, fuck him. You know, it's hard for me to say as a wrestling fan because of how much respect I've had for him, but at the same time, it's kind of like similar to like how people feel about Chris Benoit. It's like it's hard to ignore his achievements when you have when he's also as a person kind of you know destroyed his own name. And I wouldn't say probably Vince has already gone there, but Vince has probably already destroyed his name. And honestly, we will never ever see him on WWE television. And it's not like I want to see him, but I don't really. It's like it's so eerie and so fucked up anymore. So, how I feel about Vince McMahon, he's just a money grubbing, power hungry asshole who just couldn't keep his own, you know what, in his pants. He always, he just had to abuse his power, and that is absolutely fucked up. So fuck you, Vince McMahon. And that's all I have to say.